right, Thor Dachau talking at you. It's this week on Blu-ray and DVD, and we've got some great titles to tell you about. We'll start with Marvel's latest Guardians of the Galaxy, and they go to the cosmos in this one. A very ambitious project. Thankfully, they pulled it off in style, led confidently by Chris Pratt.
A thief, 2 thugs, an assassin, and a maniac.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of these criminals?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy by now, and if not, get on it, because the Blu-ray is loaded with special features, and you've got a great hero who's a wisecracking, sort of pilot. You've got a rocket-toting raccoon and a tree-like humanoid named Groot. Also, the revenge-driven Drax, played wonderfully by Dave Bautista, and the sexy and sultry Gamora, played wonderfully by Zoe Saldana. I mean, this was a gamble. They branched out into sort of Star Wars-esque territory, very unlike the previous Marvel movies, but it was very funny. It was very adventurous. It had a great comic sense, and also a lot of drama and action. Something for everyone. Guardians of the Galaxy, a wonderful addition to the Marvel canon, and as I say, the Blu-ray has a tremendous amount of great bonus features. And the music, the soundtrack of the film is woven in beautifully thanks to a great narrative device. I won't give too much away about it, but it all has to do with a mixtape. Guardians of the Galaxy, the most fun you'll have at the movies or on your television on the Blu-ray this year. Check it out now. That is one you could watch over and over again. A wonderful film. Can't wait for the sequels and how they're going to tie them all in together with this great Marvel universe that they're building. Next, we're going to be talking about a very powerful, very dramatic film with Brendan Gleeson. This is Calvary, and it's about a small town where a priest is threatened. He basically has a week before someone says they're going to kill him, and he goes around town sort of trying to make amends. It's an often sad, often comic story of an older priest in a sort of small community. Check this out.
I'm going to kill you, Father. Certainly a startling opening line. I was raped by a priest when I was 7 years old. Why don't you make a formal complaint? What good would it do? The man's dead. Could I have a word?
Yeah, incredible film. I mean, Brendan Gleeson is astounding in this role. He probably will get nominated for an Oscar. It's also got Chris O'Dowd, Kelly Riley, who you'll see in Season 2 of True Detective, Aidan Gillen from Game of Thrones, and Emmett Walsh, who is a true acting talent and a very sort of iconic veteran actor. Also, Domhnall Gleeson, who is Brendan Gleeson's son. And it's a great movie because it also is very funny, but poignant and very dramatic at times. And it's got this dark, sinister underbelly to it, directed by John Michael McDonough, who's just given us some great films over the years, a crisp cinematography and production design to it, and it's just a nice little mystery at its core. So I really enjoyed Calvary, an excellent film led so well by Brendan Gleeson, probably his finest role as an actor to date. All right, now we're going to switch gears a little bit here and talk about an offbeat comedy led by Michael Fassbender, but you'll never know it's Fassbender because he wears a paper mache head over his body the whole time. And this is also with Domhnall Gleeson, about a man who joins up with an enigmatic, eccentric pop band. Check it out.
Well, there's the head, of course.
He never takes it off. You think it's weird? Would it help if I said my facial expressions out loud? Welcoming smile.
Delighted look. But what goes on inside the head, inside that head?
I find this inspiring.
Is music.
Such a wonderful little film, and it's got some great performances. I mean, Fassbender is amazing. You never see his face, only a couple parts near the end. Maggie Gyllenhaal is great. Domhnall Gleeson, I always love this guy. And Scoot McNairy is just so charming in this one. So it's a very offbeat, very quirky story. It's got some great sort of experimental offbeat pop to it. And there's a sadness to it as well, a little poignant lesson at its core. So it's comedy on the surface, but there's a lot more going on underneath when you peel back the layers. Frank is one of the sort of most lovable and strange movies to come out this year, but they don't make them like this in the sort of big studio system. So if you like original screenplays and a wacky assortment of characters, Frank is right up your alley. Okay, we're going to switch gears now and talk about a very interesting science fiction film called I, Origins, and this is Michael Pitt. You might remember him from Boardwalk Empire, teaming up with Britt Marling, who gave us another sci-fi film called Another Earth. This one is a thought-provoking drama that challenges the line between facts and faith Pitt stars as a molecular biologist studying the evolution of the eye. Now, this is a very strange film, I think. It looks on paper like a good story, but in order to pull it off on film is a bit of a challenge, but it does it really well. A tragic romance with an exotic young woman basically triggers a chain of events, and that leads him to his stunning discovery years later that may unlock one of the greatest mysteries of life. That's all I will say about the mysterious story. Check it out if you like a good think piece. It's got some interesting special features, including deleted scenes, a window to the soul, the origins of connectedness, an image gallery, and a very cool trailer as well. But I Origins was a strange little film, but a compelling one nonetheless. All right, something for the families now. We're going to talk about Dolphin Tale 2, and the true story continues in this lovable and lighthearted film led by Harry Connick Jr., Ashley Judd, and Morgan Freeman. And several years after getting a prosthetic tail, Winter loses her surrogate mother, leaving her alone, grieving and unwilling to engage with anyone. And then she gets moved from her home at the aquarium due to these new regulations. Good cast in this one. It's good for the whole family, a wholesome message, and it really sort of teaches about ecology, marine life, what we need to do to preserve that. So, you know, it's not always the most sort of compelling thing. It's got some cheesy lines in it, courtesy of the script. There's Charles Martin Smith, who you may remember as Toad in American Graffiti. That it's a good one for the whole family, as I say, and it's got a nice little message. Finally, we're leaving you with some TV news. Under the Dome Season 2 is out now, and things are starting to heat up in this one as everyone tries to break free from the dome that they're all housed under in Chester's Mill. So they get some of their biggest challenges in this one as they try to, break free from that mysterious force field. Dean Norris from Breaking Bad, he's now basically consumed by this lust for power, and he assumes the role of town sheriff. And there's even interesting sort of guest stars in this one as well, including Dwight Yoakam. So a mysterious stranger, a diminishing food supply are all threatening the people in the town in Season 2. This is a strange show, but if you enjoyed the first one and you got hooked, you want to know where it's going, check out Season 2. It's got some great packaging to it as well. Out now on Blu-ray and DVD, based on the Stephen King bestseller. And man, the book is one thick novel. There you go, people. That's it. I'm Thor Diecow talking at you. It's this week on Blu-ray and DVD. You can go to breakfasttelevision.ca and check out my reviews each and every week.